Good morning, and this is our first day at sea on Borealis, and we've got a beautiful day. Actually, the sun was a wonderful sunrise this morning, and it's really quite a pleasant day, so we've come out for a walk around the deck.
One of the things we enjoy most about a traditional cruise ship is the full wraparound promenade deck, and this was our first chance to explore this one on Borealis. Whew, I feel quite breathless after that. So here we are at the bow of the ship, and we're very lucky today that the forecastle's actually open, so we thought we'd take you out. It's not very often that you get this opportunity to come out to the front of the ship, right out to the forecastle, when it's actually sailing. It happens sometimes on the way in and out of port. To be here while we're in open sea is really quite special. As you can hear, it was very windy, but we're so glad that we took this opportunity. What are you doing, Linz?
Good morning!
Morning! Yeah, we're just looking at the prices at the moment, thank you. Just looking at the duty-free prices.
Are they good?
Yeah, reasonably good,
Yeah, good. And here's a quick look at the duty-free prices on our cruise. And if you're wondering what the noise was in the background, it's the band playing. And while Lindsay was checking out some more shopping items, I just had to cast my camera over this spectacular clock in the atrium. Next we went to the Neptune Lounge to find out about the range of guest speakers we had on board during this cruise.
Your guest speakers, come on up guys.
I work for a university and do astronomy research, but I also love just getting out there and looking at what is in the night sky.
So on this cruise, I prepared 2 talks. The first one, on Tuesday morning, I'm going to talk about the Iberian way of life. So I know you are all seasoned travelers, so I'm not going to discover new things to you, but I might give you a couple of insights. And on my second talk, which will be on Tuesday next week, I'm going to talk about Picasso.
Oh, good morning. You're going to be doing talks on photography.
I've got 40 years how I became a photographer and some of the celebrities and personalities that I've photographed.
So we've been into the theatre, haven't we? And we've seen all the speakers introduced, some really quite interesting ones and some scary ones.
Yeah.
So we just now pop down to have a cup of coffee, haven't we?
Coffee, then lunch, and then singing for fun.
Singing for fun, yeah. Won't be much fun if people hear me singing, will it? No, maybe. And here's a quick look at the Bookmark Cafe's price list. One thing to be aware of on Fred Olsen, none of the coffees or hot chocolates are included in the drinks package. However, there is a separate coffee discount card that you can buy on board. So our coffees have just arrived. It was really quick, wasn't it?
It was actually.
And we got little hearts on the top. That nice.
And little biscuits as well.
And if you're wondering what this is on the table there, it's iPad and earphones. Because we're in the Earth room, aren't we, at the moment?
Yeah.
And it's like enrichment ideas for ecology and Charles Darwin and Richard Attenborough. So that's quite interesting as well. Let's see what the coffee's like. Good.
Nice, yeah.
After we finished our coffee and had a little investigative play with the iPad set up in the Earth Room, we went up to Deck 8. At the aft of Deck 8 is somewhere that's really quite different between Bolette and Borealis, so we had to pop out and have a look before we went into the buffet for lunch. And here's a quick look at some of the items on offer in the buffet. We'll be covering it in more detail in our food review. So we've come up into the buffet for lunch today, haven't we, Liz? And we decided we'd try this stir fry. So it's prawns and vegetable stir fry. And
Made to
I put
measure.
in here how Abish cooked it for us. Absolutely gorgeous.
Smells. You want to smell it.
You won't be able to smell this. The veggies going in bit by bit. That is just for Lindsay. Isn't it? Yeah.
Mustard. Definitely mustard.
Star of the show, actually.
Star. Let's tuck in and see what this lovely food's like.
That's
What's it like, Linz?
That's really good.
Is it?
Well, that's really
Great.
good.
Can't
Go
wait.
away, busy. Well, here we are in the Ocean Bar, which is one of our favourites actually. It's a nice bar. And what are you trying?
Well, it's lunchtime. We've just had a nice lunch in the buffet, and in the interest of research, particularly for Diane, cheers Diane, I'm trying the white wine, which I don't normally drink. So this is a Sauvignon Blanc. It's very easy.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really quite nice.
So's my pint.
Cheers, Diane.
Are we enjoying the weather? Slightly bumpy, but not too bad. We're all right. All right, so welcome to Singing for Fun. So this is our little group here. We're going to meet every sea day at 2:15. So every time that we're not in port at this time of day, we will be here waiting for you. But first things first, my name is Lewis. I'm the Borealis Theatre Company manager, and these are my other singers with me here on the stage.
Lovely stuff. And once more. Lovely stuff. Now,
And 1, 2, 3, and Bella Mama, yay.
Bella Mama, yay. Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, Bella Mama, yay.
And then we came home and had a rest.
Yeah, I needed to just. Actually, I didn't
You
go.
didn't. No, you didn't.
I didn't go
I
back to
did.
sleep. You did.
I
Of course
did.
you did.
I had little Kip, and you watched the film. And then we got ready, got our glad
ready.
rags on,
Ready now for going out and doing dinner all over again.
having another Pinot Grigio.
Oh, you're going to have a Pinot Grigio again. There's going to be.
Before dinner,
There's going to be trouble.
and then I might have another one or two or three with dinner.
Are you turning into Carol?
No,
Oh.
I haven't had a single Bloody Mary. Neither of you, for that matter.
No, not
which
yet.
is most
No.
unusual.
We've got to get to know the barman first.
Yeah, so we're going to try and head off to the Ocean Bar, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, if we can again, and have a little drink in there before dinner. See what happens.
We'll see whether we get there. At
Here
this
we
rate.
go. Yeah. All right. Ta-ta. So we're back in the main dining room again. Looks like a lovely menu tonight.
It does.
Liz.
Too many choices tonight.
Yeah, and what are you having to drink tonight?
Well, I decided that I'd do some more testing. And
Testing?
I've got the House Rosé.
House Rosé. Well, let's see what you think.
That's all right.
All right or
Yes.
nice?
No, that's all right. I prefer that to the white wine.
Oh, and I'm on the Sauvignon Blanc because I enjoyed it.
Several times.
No, but I thought it was Pinot Grigio, but it might have been. I don't know what I was drinking earlier, but it tasted nice. And here is a look at tonight's menu. What would you have chosen, I wonder?
What are you choosing on the menu?
Well, so I think to start with, I'm going to have the crispy homemade vegetable spring rolls with a creamy satay sauce. And then for the main course, this is a first on a cruise ship, I'm going to have a mixed grill.
There's a few things on there tonight that are a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, the bangers of mash. I mean,
I know.
And they got a turkey fricassee as a special, which I wouldn't have. The sea bass as well.
The sea bass looks nice too.
And Brussels sprout pad thai.
Yeah, but we both decided that wouldn't be a good idea.
There could be repercussions there, I think. Yeah. So strangely enough tonight, Lindsay and I both opted for exactly the same starters and the same main courses, and that never happens. I've already chosen what I was going to have for main course. Lindsay asked for advice from Heidi, our waiter, and she told her to have the same main course as me. So look, there it is.
That's not main course, this is starter.
I know, but you've got the same. We've got the same for both, haven't we? It smells nice as well.
What did you think of the starter?
So the vegetable spring rolls were lovely, beautiful flavours, but they were advertised as being crispy, and mine was soggy, not crispy at all. But they were still tasted lovely, and I would have them again.
There is no they about them, there was only one.
Well, yeah, there was only one, yeah.
But it was quite nice.
Yeah,
Nice
flavour was
flavours.
nice, very
and the
nice
little salad
flavour.
that came with it was very good too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, enjoyed that.
Yeah, but they weren't crispy.
Mine was crispy on the outside.
Oh, you had a crispy outside.
Yes.
So, my mixed grill has arrived, and we've got bacon, sausage, liver, steak, loads of mushrooms, grilled tomato, and a big pile of steak chips. And Lindsay's got the same, but without the steak chips, because she's having. What are you having?
I'm having fries.
So this is my Irish ice cream custard something with chocolate, and it looks very different to what I was expecting. But we'll taste it and see what it's like. Cold,
Yeah.
but very nice.
Is it? Oh.
Very nice indeed. Yeah, it's quite caramelly in tasted.
Oh.
It tastes more caramel than anything else. Very nice. So despite my pudding not being really what I thought it was, I really enjoyed it. But Lindsay had no pudding tonight or cheese.
No, I opted for just coffee.
And how is your coffee?
Up to its usual standard.
Oh, how many sugars?
2.
2.
Well, I started off with 1 and realised it wasn't enough.
So what are you doing now, Linz?
I'm sat waiting for a show.
And what are you doing?
I will be drinking my vodka and tonic.
Oh, and you got a large one, haven't
I
you?
have.
I only had a single.
I'm saying nothing.
And we got some new friends that we just met in Florida, and Lionel, isn't it? Yes. Nice to meet them.
And bless them, they've been married 50 years.
50 years, it's their wedding anniversary on board. 50 years, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, 50.
50 years. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Now, I thought I would tell you a little bit more about myself, very briefly. Don't worry, it's not going to be boring. So what I'm going to do is I thought, instead of me telling you where I'm from, I'm going to give you 3 clues. It's quite a well-known place, to be honest. I'm going to give you 3 clues about where I'm from. And when I come to the end of the 3rd one, I want you to shout out if you think you know where I'm from. So, clue number 1 is it's well known for overpriced farm shops. Number 2, lots of Londoners come here on the weekends. And number 3, there are some might say questionable public figures, I couldn't possibly say, who come from where I'm from. So where is it?
Essex.
Essex? Chipping Norton is correct. Yes.
Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet that you exploded into my heart. There's I should learn to play the guitar. I should learn to play them drums that you got. Sticking in the camera, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh yes, I have so you get shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park in the meantime. South of the river, you stop and hold everything.
Next on the agenda for us tonight was trivia. We're not that good, but we do enjoy it now and again.
My name's Alicia, I'm your senior entertainment hostess on board, and it's so nice to see so many of you down for the quiz this evening. The quizzes in the evening are a bit of a general knowledge vibe. I mix the questions up a bit just to give us, a good mix of range. So there's some nice easy ones, there's some that are a bit more challenging for you. It's just a bit of fun.
You're trying something different, aren't you?
Well, this is imitation Baileys.
And why are you trying it?
It's on the package, so I thought I'd see whether I can drink it or not.
So this is more research?
Research, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it smells alright, but we'll try it and see.
You can't see me cringing in the background.
It's not too bad,
isn't it?
It's a bit thinner, but the flavour's very similar. I think if you'd had a few to drink beforehand, you'd be quite happy with it.
Okay. Sorry about the wobble, it's not the camera.
You sure?
It's the ship.
It's the ship, is it? Well, we are in the observatory now.
It's a bit more wobbly up here.
And we are bobbing about a bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
Cheers. When I hold
just let you know, the Motown is going to be on the red channel and not blue channel. Sorry for that.
The top get going. Ooh, ooh. Can I touch her? Oh, I gave you my heart. Don't go breaking my heart. Don't go breaking my heart. After all that exercise, we'd headed off to the late night buffet to see what they had on offer. So we've just come into the buffet, it's 11:45 at night, and look at all this wonderful food that's here. Wow! So, just signing off for the night then, Liz. All that, the quiz, we did the quiz, we got 11 out of 15, it was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Met some more nice people. Theatre show was okay. He was a good guitarist.
He was a good guitarist, but had very little personality.
Yeah, which was a shame.
He is doing another set later in the week.
Jury's out, I think.
Jury's out as to whether we go back.
Anyway, so then we went to the silent disco. Met these nice people from Somerset, didn't we? Yeah, it was so funny up there, though, wasn't it? It was times. And then Lindsay suggested that we had a look to see what the late night buffet had to offer.
Just in case.
Just to have a look.
Sort of just for research purposes.
Well, I was very pleasantly surprised.
It was really nice food up there.
And the place was immaculate and spotless, wasn't it?
It was.
Everything was laid up for breakfast. You almost felt guilty sitting down and having something to eat. But I did manage to have 2 sausages and some fried onions.
And I had some crisps and some cookies.
Yes.
It was just, but there was
sandwiches,
toasties and all sorts of things you could have had.
Toasties.
Wow.
All sorts of stuff, wasn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, really good. Oh, that kebab thing, that hoisin sauce kebab thing, looked really nice as well. But
lots of stuff that look really good that you really don't need to eat.
now we're off to bed. Picked up our glass of water to bring down with us.
Had a quick look at the breakfast menu on the way back, just in case you.
Clocks go forward tonight an hour.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so it's good night then.
Good night.
Bye. The next morning, I got up early so I could whiz my way around the ship and start filming for our forthcoming ship tour. This morning we had breakfast in the main dining room with Lindsay choosing her granola, followed by pancakes, and I had a full English breakfast. It was all very mundane until this happened.
But it's Wednesday.
Breakfast, Lindsay?
It's the issue. Breakfast. Cheers.
Formal day?
It is formal day. And look what's arrived at the table.
With your toast.
With your toast, yeah. I know. It's a bit odd. It's a bit odd, but there you go.
After leaving breakfast, we popped out onto the prom deck to check the temperature. And look what we saw. It was Balmoral. You can see it's a little bit choppy, and that might explain why these appeared.
I come from a place called Toaster in Northamptonshire.
I set off to the Neptune Lounge to listen to a talk by photographer Paul Howard. Today's episode was more about his life story and how he actually became a photographer after beginning life as a toolmaker. It then went on to some of his achievements. Meanwhile, Lindsay was back in the cabin hard at work, writing a blog post about our embarkation day experience, which would appear on our website.
So when sat in the hospital.
So where are we now then, Linz?
We're in the thermal spa.
We are, yeah. And we just thought we'd film looking with the window out the front of the ship because there's actually some strange shiny object out there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's called a sun.
Called a sun, and we haven't seen it for so long. It's really nice. You may remember that on our embarkation day video, I mentioned that we booked an hour in the spa. Well, this is it. So after a quick dunk in the shower, then a visit to the sauna, we went to enjoy the hot tub. Unfortunately, the first 10 minutes I spent in there looking for the control to turn on the bubbles. And then we found out afterwards there weren't any bubbles on this one, just jets. So we've just been in the thermal spa. Really good value from Fred Olsen. It is £25 for a couple for 1 hour, and it's yours exclusively. So really good. So we got the captain's welcome on board at 5:15.
Yeah.
With drinks and horses doofers.
Nice. You're lucky we're taking you with us.
We can afford to that, aren't
As
we?
long as you don't try and take any of our cargo.
No. Or red wine.
Yeah, you could have some of that there too.
So this is looking at the front of the spa, so you can see right down over the ship, right down over the bow of the ship. You see the two little ribs down there. And the forecastle is closed off today because it's a bit windy, and the seas are getting a little bit rougher tomorrow as well. But it's just nice to see the sunshine. So after coming out of the thermal spa, we felt a bit peckish. So we ordered room service. We ordered it at about 10 to 3, and it's 5 to 3 now, and it's just arrived. So this is how it arrives in your cabin. They come in, bring it in on the table. We've just ordered a couple of sandwiches and some orange juice, so let's have a look.
Oh, and crisps.
That looks nice.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. I think that one's mine.
I don't know if I've got enough hands to lift up the other
Alright,
one.
well let me try the other one then.
Ooh,
Oh, well that's yours. So
this
you've
one?
just gone for tuna and
Tuna
salad,
salad.
wasn't it? And
Yeah.
mine was an Italian sandwich with ham,
Mozzarella by the looks of it.
prosciutto, mozzarella,
Pesto in there as well, I think.
pesto and tomato. So let's see what they're like. We'll let you know, obviously. So what do you think of your room service, Linz?
Well, it was extremely good time-wise. We didn't have to wait long at all.
No, 15 minutes.
I got exactly what I asked for. A tuna salad sandwich on white bread. Quite unusual in the fact that it was fresh bread Very often I've had sandwiches on other lines in the past and the bread has been, shall we say, a little bit...
curly?
Yeah, stale. As if it had been made up for some time. This obviously hadn't.
No.
This was very obviously fresh. And of course you had Christmas to go with it, and we ordered orange juice as well. I would certainly say that's a thumbs up.
Yeah, very good, and all complimentary.
The only downside is that the room service stops at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, I see. So if you've been out having a late night bevy, because the late night buffet runs from 11 till 12, so if you've been out having a few beers and you got back at the cabin at 2 o'clock and you wanted some munchies,
I don't think you can have anything.
No.
Which is a shame. However, the quality is weighing anything you've had recently.
Excellent, really good, yeah, fresh and tasty.
And what about yours?
Mine was lovely. Brown bread. I had an Italian sandwich, which was pesto, mozzarella, prosciutto ham and tomato. Beautifully fresh. No crusts on the bread.
No.
Crust cut off.
No, it's just like being at home, isn't it? When Mum used to... No, when Mum used to cut the crusts off. Oh, yeah.
No, always had crust. Make your hair curl.
Yeah, that worked.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and would definitely have it again if we got peckish.
Very much so. Might have to try one of the other dishes on there.
Yeah, I might try the grilled cheese sandwich, or some of the hot food. There's hot food on there as well.
Quite a nice selection of that. Too much to choose from here.
So we're all dressed up now, ready for formal night, and heading off to the captain's welcome on board.
Yes. I'll take you there and see what happens.
Yeah, could be exciting. So Linz, what have you got? What's special about it?
It's from the captain.
And?
He's a very nice man.
And?
It's free.
It's full.
Good evening all. I see that you all had time to unpack and found your dresses and suits, so you all do look fabulous, I would say.
And so do you.
Thank you. It's not that very often happens that I will get a compliment as well, but thank you for that. It made my day. My name is Brauno, and I come from a small little Baltic country, for sure, as you have been cruising for some years already. Estonia, Tallinn, does it ring a bell?
Yes.
Here we go, a couple of claps there as well. Thank you for that. So that's the place where I'm from.
And so we headed off to dinner, and this was the menu for our first formal night on board. Unlike some cruise lines, the always available menu is still an option on formal night on Fred Olsen. So we're trying the Shiraz tonight. Let's see what it's like. Well, that's quite nice actually.
I still think I
like that.
I probably prefer the rosé still.
Really? I like that one. So this is the mushroom ragu, and it looks and smells absolutely lovely. So this is my rump steak with peppercorn sauce. It looks like a really nice steak. Comes with green beans, and I've got a dish of fries over there. And Lindsay, describe what you've got.
I've got filet mignon.
Yes. What's that, mustard?
A little mustard, I think, please. Lovely, thank you very much.
Okay. Not for me, thanks.
Filet mignon.
Yes.
And some sort of, that sort of
Potato gratin.
whatever, and some veg. Oh, and there's spinach there. I should be like Popeye tonight.
Oh, yeah. Good. So, Lindsay.
So, Kenneth.
How was your main course?
It was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't like those potato things that come with it, but
The meat itself was fine. It's not Crane Grill standard, but then you wouldn't expect it. It's main dining room, and you really don't see filet mignon that often on the main dining room menu. The meat itself was fine, and that was the main thing really. The vegetables were nicely cooked. Yeah, fine. And your steak, briefly?
It was nicely. Briefly, it was nicely.
Why did it go on and on?
It was nicely cooked. It was good size as well, and the peppercorn sauce was delightful. Chips were good. The steak was just like a bit of hard work to eat. So this is my chocolate fudge cake. Not quite what I was expecting.
Not like what I was
It'll be interesting to see what it tastes like. And Lindsay's got her crepes. And 2 lumps of ice cream.
I did ask for one.
I know, 1 coconut and 1 vanilla.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum ice cream, yeah. Better than salt and vinegar, I should imagine.
Well, don't know.
We'll see what you think of it then, lovey. Good. And now we got some sweet treats for afterwards. They look really nice. So my chocolate fudge cake, well, I'll show you my plate. It wasn't that rich and dark a chocolate, but it was very pleasant, and the ice cream was extremely nice. How's your coffee tonight, Lindsay?
Pretty awful.
Is it? How many sugars tonight?
Well, there's 2, but I think I might have to have more.
Really? It's not good tonight, is it? No. Meanwhile, outside, this was happening. So, we're in the theatre now, Liz.
We are.
Ready to see a show by Alex Crowe, who is a mentalist. Not really quite sure what that's all about, but I guess we'll find out soon. Sitting quite close to the front as well, aren't we?
A bit too close for my liking.
Let's see what happens.
I had a boyfriend for 63 days. Like, truly, in a row. You know, consecutively. Because it's very difficult these days to meet someone. It's not like how it used to be, I think, you know, back when, where you just sort of met someone and said, you seem nice, you'll do. And then, you know, 63 years later, here we all are. It's not like that anymore. You have dating apps and these websites, and everyone thinks they have so much time and so much choice. You know, I had 45-year-old men telling me that they weren't ready for commitment, which is a completely true story.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming. The first question normally people ask exactly what Lucy said, what is a mentalist? Let me reassure, first of all, it's nothing to do with Alan Partridge. If you've seen Alan Partridge, in one episode he's chased down the road by a fan shouting out, he's a mentalist! Nothing to do with that. By using psychology, body language, neurolinguistic programming and a host of other techniques, I'm able to influence or read your thoughts. Or a black ball, you've got to try and make you think you have a white one. Right? If you have a white one, you've got to try and make you think you have a black one. So you will all lie initially. However, the person with a black ball will find it much harder to lie convincingly than the people with the white balls. That's not true actually, it's exactly the same for everyone.
Oh no, Dillis is at it again, look at her. With the drinks.
She's got 2.
You what, Liz?
She's got 2 at once.
Well, I think they're ours, aren't they?
Well, she's getting in on the act.
What have you got?
Singapore Sling.
Singapore Sling? Oh, I've got a margarita. Do you think your Singapore Sling needs stirring? I think it needs to stir. Let's see what you make of it then, lovey. Your Singapore Sling. Thank you. What do you reckon then?
That's right.
Alcoholic-y?
Reasonably, that's
Reasonably, is it?
yeah, not too much.
I'm going to try my margarita now.
So you've got something with a salty rim?
Salty rim? I think so, unless it's sugary. I think it's salty. Well, it's quite a nice one.
Is it?
Yeah, very nice. Salty rim works though. The night's entertainment continued in the Observatory Lounge with party band The Choice, playing a wide range of songs, old and new, and requests. Tonight, we also had a special showcase performance by Megan, one of the show team, who was performing a swing and jazz routine in the Observatory Lounge for us. And that was that, as they say. It was a wonderful end to our first formal night on board Borealis. Next time on Lindsay and Ken Travel Again, we have another day at sea where we try a hand at cooking, enjoy the martini experience, and visit our first specialty dining venue on board. And finally, we reach our first port of call, Casablanca, where we visit the Hassan II Mosque and the iconic Riggs Cafe.